This episode is brought to you by The Energy Album by Rob D and Accurate, now streaming on all platforms. The Energy Album is fucking shit. This episode is brought to you by The Energy Album by Rob D and Accurate, now streaming on all platforms. The Energy Album is fully produced by Accurate with some co-production from yours truly. The album features El Paso local artists Acribe, Bosir, G&D, and Bones. Stream the Energy album today and help support an EP artist. And I'm keeping that fuck up too at the beginning. Fuck this. What is up, people? How you been, huh? How was your week? Mine was okay. Oh man. Let me see. Well, you know what? First of all, I want to start off by thanking everybody that tunes in. I guess looks out for every episode. I really appreciate it. Even if it's just one person, I see I see some people tuning in, so it's like, all right, cool, man, cool. So hopefully this distracts you from whatever bullshit you got going on in your life. I just want to say thank you, and I really do appreciate it. And you know, part of this is I like doing this, and another part is you know, I don't want to say feedback because it's not like I get feedback, but I see the views and shit, so I really do appreciate that. um, let's see. Where do I go from here? I should really have this pre-planned, huh? Yeah, I should like write this down and like but then it wouldn't be organic. And I got to learn how to talk. I got to learn how to keep it flowing and stuff. So, fuck it. You know what? I want to start off with. I know last time I was telling you guys about how cool insurance is and stuff like that with my whole doctor visits and everything. And oh boy, go fucking figure, man. It's not that bad though. It's just that's why I don't like to say certain things because it's like, hey, stupid, what about this? So yeah, this past week I started getting the bills from the hospital from my little ER visit, and I was like, motherfucker, man! I had just said. Matter of fact, I think it was a day after I had recorded the last episode where I was like, yay, health insurance or whatever the fuck, and then boom, bitch. So I know it's not. Nothing, not everything can get covered or fully covered or whatever, but I was like, nice, nice. And then, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So, yeah, who doesn't owe people money, right? Man, I just hope they're not holding their breath because I don't think I'm going to be paying that shit anytime soon. um, so, yeah, there's that. Um, you know what? I also, I know I'm not, it's new to me. Um, I didn't discover this person informed me about this cool tool for grilling, and I really liked it, man. It's those charcoal starters. If you guys don't know what those are, it's basically like a cylinder, made out of like aluminum or like metal or whatever, and it's pretty cool. You dump the charcoal in there, and then you get like some newspaper or paper bag or whatever. And you put it out at the bottom of it, and you guys could just Google it or YouTube it. It's called a charcoal fire starter. Um, and it's pretty cool because you basically it's a cylinder, right? And it's capped at the bottom, but there's like what do you call it? There's like circles to where the air can still flow. But so you put the charcoal in there, and then you almost fill it up. Don't fill it up all the way. You almost fill it up, and then at the bottom you make like a donut out of like a newspaper or whatever. You crumble it up or whatever, and then you just line it like the bottom. You leave like a open circle in the middle, and then you just light it up. You play well. I don't know, cause right now everybody's gonna say actually you shouldn't be doing it like that. So the way I did it was I lit no I lit I put the cylinder or whatever it's called, the fire starter, on the grill, and then I just started lighting the newspaper at the bottom, and man, that shit catches good, man. So basically, the science. I think that's what amused me the most is the science behind it. So it's like there's constant airflow, you know. So instead of like you waving, fucking cardboard at the charcoals and shit, to get the fire going or whatever, it's actually the way it's designed and stuff. It's actually like there's like continuous airflow, so it makes and you're actually seeing it, happen right in front of you. And I was like, whoa, this is so fucking cool, man. And yeah, I broke it in this past weekend, and it's pretty cool. So and also that eliminates the need for what is it called? Charcoal fluid, lighter fluid. Um, so yeah, and this is where my wife, calls me like, a health nut or whatever, or that I'm, whatever. I'm really picky or whatever. But it's not that. It's just some of the things like I just I wonder, like how much is this really affecting our health? Like how bad is this? Does it make you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure. I mean, we've been dealing with lighter fluid all our lives and stuff. I just if there could be a better, cleaner way of doing it, then I would look into that. Same thing with like food and stuff. But again, I'm not perfect. I'm open to trying other shit out. But um, yeah. So I was like, cool. This eliminates the lighter fluid. And another thing this guy was telling me too was that the charcoal starter or fire starter, whatever the fuck that shit is, man. I should have kept the label. I don't know. I threw it away. Um, it it makes the coals or the charcoal, whatever you're using, it makes them burn evenly, and they last longer. So as opposed to the lighter fluid, which just like makes, I guess it burns the coals or the charcoal quicker, so it just like shrinks, it just shrinks everything, the bricks or whatever it is that you're using, it just like shrinks everything. So it's really quick. It's a really quick fire, and this one it actually lasts a while. So I was like, oh shit, it was just really cool. It's really cool to watch, everything working and stuff. It's like I'm not doing anything, and like the smoke and just the way everything. It's like a really cool science project. So I'm putting that on the what do you call it? On the mental hard drive files. Like, someone like you know my daughter or my son, like, hey, I need a cool science project. Do you have any ideas? I could bust out and be like, well, as a matter of fact, I do, if I remember. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I want to share that with you guys. So it's called a charcoal fire starter. I think it's like a cylinder. It's like a big cylinder or whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. And we were really just enjoying the weather this past weekend. Cause I know on fucking what was it, Thursday and Friday, it got really ugly, it got really windy. It's like, oh man, it's that time of the year. And but this weekend was really nice. And then I'm recording this on Monday, and it was fucking horrible, man. It's fucking windy as shit. All this dust and shit. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, I don't mind any type of weather. You know, while we're in the winter, in the cold, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't mind it. After a while, I'm just like, all right, I'm over the cold. Bring on the heat. And then when the heat gets here, I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever. And then after a while, it's like, okay, I'm over it. Bring on the cold. So I really don't prefer one to the other. Um, you know. But one type of weather that I cannot stand is the fucking wind, man. I can't stand it, man. Oh, it's such a fucking pain in the ass. Gets everything dirty. It's just horrible, man. It's just horrible. And you gotta close your mouth because if not, you get a fucking pile of dirt in your mouth and your eyes. And I get allergies and shit. And before, like back in the day, I used to wear contacts, and oh my goodness, dude. That's why I was like, fuck that. I'm not down for all this fucking wind shit. But this weekend though was a total opposite. It was really nice and stuff, and I actually I it I got to finally do one of the things that I've been procrastinating doing for a while. Um mean, it's a fucking hell of a list, but I wanted to like de-shed my dog, cause it's fucking annoying, man. Like I'm still on the like I'm grateful we have him and stuff. You know, we got him for a reason. You know, but of course, you know, it's like they say, you know, he's a member of the family, blah blah blah. You know, all this stuff, and you know, it. I don't know. I'm still up on the fence. I'm already planning like, okay, when he passes away, and are we gonna get another dog or should we just nah? So right now, I really don't know. I haven't really made up my mind. But one of the things that's like on the no list, don't get another dog, is a fucking hair, man. It's so fucking annoying. It's everywhere. Every fucking where. Y este güey no se presta, so I can't take him to a fucking groomer, you know? And even if he did, I'd have to find a fucking a groomer that I could trust that doesn't have a history of murdering dogs. and you know, pay to fucking get them de-shedded. So I like to think of myself as a do-it-yourselfer if I can. I can't build your house or anything like that, but if I can, if I could do it myself, I will. I'll try. And I remember like trying to get prepared for, like before we got them and stuff, like oh this, all that. And one thing that I did not look into, because it didn't cross my mind, was the fucking hair, man. It's so fucking annoying. Oh, it's a pain, man. It's a fucking pain. It's kind of gross too. But yeah, I mean, growing up, we had dogs and stuff like that, but not like how we have Balboa. Balboa is a inside dog, and he's my first inside dog. I no, we had dogs before inside when I was growing up, but um yeah, nothing like this. They were kind of smaller and stuff. And yeah, Balboa's German Shepherd, and I really don't have I don't know how to train dogs or anything like that. This motherfucker is smart as shit though, man. We did not struggle with what is it called, house training him. He caught on quick. And he's very smart. Anytime I'm playing with him and stuff like that, I like to give him little rules and stuff like that, cause I could tell that like he likes that stimulation, that mental stimulation. Like, yeah, tell me what to do, like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. And when we would go running and stuff, he fucking loves it. But yeah, because I I'm learning as I go. I have yet to unlock his full potential, if that makes sense. Like, fucking vet visits are a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I fucking dread it every fucking year. And I know I shouldn't, and I know I slacked it by not getting him trained and stuff like that. But again, I was like, I don't know no fucking trainers. How do I know I'm just not gonna be throwing money away? Let me try it. Fucking YouTube. I mean, that's what I go. Anytime I need to figure something out, first thing I do, I try to YouTube it first. But yeah, with this one, I slacked it. But even then, it's not like I knew where to take them. It wasn't like I could take them right here, but I'm not going to. I just, you know, I just didn't take him. I didn't get him trained and stuff. But again, he's. I say that to say like I think I've gotten to unlock maybe 70 to 80% of his potential. He's good. He's around us, around the family and stuff like that. Um, and he's good. He's pretty good. It's the whole like him getting too excited, and like, oh shit, there's someone here. Oh shit. And then when I tell him, like, hey, all right, calm down, he's like, fuck you. And my wife says that it's part like him protecting us. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. But at the same time, it's like your owner, your boss is telling you to, stop, stand down, whatever you want to say. You should pay attention to that. And at times it does get frustrating. It gets kind of embarrassing too. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Some family members don't help either. But anyways, they he's really good. Like when it's just us, me, my wife, and the kids. We eat dinner, at the dining table, and he'll sit in the living room, across, he'll. So he's really good, It's just like I said, that small potential still, like, that I have to unlock. The strangers too. I think he's very protective, but he comes off as very aggressive. He's not. He is, but I would like to be able to control that too. Because it does come in handy. We have run into some stray dogs at times, all different sizes, and I like the way he handles the situation. It's very how do I say it? It puts me at ease. I could be out, and as long as he's with me, he's like a gun. you know I have yet to shoot him off, but he always handles the situation really good. And we've ran into all types of dogs too. Like, as far as aggressive, calm, just shit like that, and I just trip out on him. I'm like, oh shit, man, like, okay, cool. And so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see. But I would like to unlock that potential he has. And I know this one dog trainer, but I had everything lined up, and life happened, and I never ended up taking him. I know. It's the story of everybody's life. And but I still would want to take him, but I don't know, man. But I also would want him to. I want for his quality of life to be at the highest it could be. Not that he's suffering or anything like that at all. Este güey está bien chiple. But yeah, he well, okay, not too chiple, because I don't know what you guys' you know limits are. Like, this motherfucker does not get on the bed. You know, we do not feed him our food. Um, yeah, like shit like that. Like, no, he doesn't sit on the couch. None of that shit. So, but he's still a fucking chiple. It's raining outside and he's inside. So, or like right now, the weather's ugly as shit. He's inside. So, you know, he's a good guard dog. But anyways, so I really wanted to. I've been wanting to just fucking de-shed them as much as I can, man. And if you're not familiar, like, with dogs and their coats and stuff like that, this guy has a two coats, double coat. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but basically he has an undercoat and then, like, his regular coat. So I got him a brush, and it's supposed to get all the undercoat. It's basically, it loosens up all the dead hair and stuff like that, the one that's all over the fucking house. um it'll it'll get that hair that's really under there and stuff, and then you have your regular brush, which just gets everything on the top. And part of it is just, pinche hueva, because I know I'm gonna have to be out there for a while, just brushing and brushing and brushing and brushing, and then he won't stay still. But I think part of it too is like mental, you know. Like, if you're calm, then your dog's gonna be calm, and he feeds off of my energy a lot, and our energy. But so if I'm telling myself, like, he's not gonna hold still while I'm brushing him, then he's not gonna hold still because he's like, what's going on? Well, I'm not, you know. And so yeah, I finally did it. And it was pretty cool, man. I really got as much as I could. I went down with I brushed him with the undercoat one first, got a lot out, and you know, I guess explaining it sounds quicker than it actually was. It's just a lot of brushing, a lot of hair everywhere, and it's just like, oh, a lot of hair on me too. It's just, oh my god. But I was like, it needs to get done, and I finally got it done, and I just got to keep up with it now. Um, but oh yeah, and he was holding still too. He would I would just tell him, like, stay, and I was brushing him, and he kind of liked it too, cause it's like you're petting him. But then after a while, um, his skin, like, I would be brushing him, right, and like certain creases and stuff, like on his shoulders and stuff like that. His coat or his skin would, like, overlap or whatever. I call him fat. I think he's fat, but it's because I haven't taken him out. It's my fault. I haven't taken him out, to run and stuff like that because of my knee and everything. But yeah, so I tell this fat ass to get up and go run by himself, but it's not gonna happen. But yeah, so I get like his lonja, his skin just like folds or whatever, and he turns around like, cause I guess it hurts him. So when I would brush him, he'd turn around and look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad, my bad." Yeah, it was. But it's one of those things that you build trust with them. Like, all right, sorry, and just keep on brushing. Like, okay, I gotta be careful with that spot right there. And but yeah, it was. It's pretty cool. I felt accomplished too, cause he looked clean too. Not that he was all matted or anything like that, but you know, it's it feels good to finally get to do that. I've been wanting to do it for a while too, and hopefully, we're without hair for shit. I don't know, maybe a day. And but yeah, it was pretty cool. Another thing too, I guess I kind of spent the a while with him too. Um, I haven't been taking, like I said, I haven't been taking him on runs and stuff like that because we would run like all the time. And now that I haven't been taking him out, he's very antsy around the house. Like he's very like, I swear like he communicates with me and shit. So he follows me around like, we're gonna go, now. No, okay. And then he'll be lying down or, whatever, asleep. And he'll just like hear me or see me get up. And he'll fucking run to me like, oh, we're going to go, we're going to go. And especially like if I'm at the door. And it's just like, go away. Like, I'm not taking you out. And of course, he doesn't understand, but I think he kind of gets the hint after a while. Like, oh, man, not today. So he's just had all this fucking tension built up, And which I don't blame him, especially being a big dog. Um, he would have all this fucking tension built up, and I'm like, fuck, man, I need to take him out, but I know a walk isn't gonna do it, or if I do take him on a walk, it has to be a long ass walk. So last time, well, what was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday too. Um, fucking light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, wait a minute, I have a fucking bike. I could take him on a fucking bike ride, cause he gets tired quick on that fucking bike. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, and there's no hard impact on my knee. And it's not like I'm pedaling, up against cars and shit. We're just going through the neighborhood, do a little, nice route. What is it, like a mile and a half or some shit like that? And I'm like, fuck yeah. So I took him out yesterday, and man, he was beat. He was he was hurting, but I was like, yeah, I think um be nice to keep him going because I was looking into getting a treadmill for him, but fuck, man, even the used ones are fucking expensive. And I was like, man, I was like, fuck that. So where there's a will, there's a way, and the fucking bike is there. So you know, I was like, yeah, this is a good idea for him. Like I said yesterday, he was beat. He was out. And then he was super chilled the rest of the day, even today too. Oh shit, which reminds me, I gotta feed him right now. Um, but yeah, he was beat, and I was like, all right, yeah, this is what he needed. He's probably like, finally, dude. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And the fucking hair, man. Hopefully it goes away. So will we get another dog? I don't know. People, stay tuned for like fucking 10 years and shit. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we were watching this. I don't. I think my wife was showing me this. This. Well, I don't know, those Instagram videos, hombre. The ones, I don't know, the TikToks or whatever. And she was showing me, it was basically like these, construction workers. I guess it was like at the beginning of their shift, and they were just doing some stupid dance, just whatever. But I was tripping out because while she was showing it to me, um, I was like, ah, ha, ha, funny, whatever. It was three guys, and then one of them was holding a Walmart bag the whole time, and it looked like he had a burrito in there. I didn't pay it no fucking attention. I'm too busy paying attention to these other idiots and stuff. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was a dancer, whatever it was, right? But we're like, oh shit, ha ha, ha, whatever, and you know how it like auto replays by itself or whatever. My wife was like, she pointed at the guy holding the Walmart bag, and she said, "Look, that's his lunch bag." And I was like, "What the fuck? Who notices shit like that, man?" But I was like, man, she's really observant. This is where I say like she's way smarter than me, because I'm like I would have never put that together, you know. And cause like I give her props, man. She packs me lunch and everything, and she doesn't have to, but she does, and I'm really grateful for that. But it's these little things that she pays attention to that she's like, oh shit, I gotta make sure. If he has his lunch in a Walmart bag, that means his wife probably doesn't pack him lunch, which means he does it by himself. Which means did he make the burrito too? Is that taking away time from him getting it? Like she just like starts thinking about you, or me, and I really appreciate that shit because it makes life easier. Believe it or not, I do not buy lunch every day. You know, my wife packs me lunch, and I just thought that was a um, cool little thing that stood out to me. She's always like that. She's always been like that, man. It's pretty cool. Um, I just want to give her props on this shit, man. She's the shit, man. I love my wife. Um, and but yeah, takes care of the kids and everything. Speaking of kids, man, I remember what wanted to say last time. And it was about the kids where I was like, I have this note and I don't know what it means. I remembered after I finished the fucking episode. Um, I was tripping out on how, and I guess I've kind of said this already, but I just wanted like to expand on it. Like our kids, like who knows what the fuck is going on at school as far as like germs go. You know what I mean? I was just tripping out. I think, I don't really smoke weed, but I have like these pothead thoughts that I go into. And, last time I was just like, man, my son got sick again, and then my daughter, and then they keep on, they're like little, germ transporters, And I'm like, fuck, like, when will it end? And then I'm like, well, what the fuck are they doing at the school, man? Like, are they not? I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. It's just annoying. It's like, can someone just stop this fucking vicious cycle? Like, we're just sick and sick and sick and sick. But um, I started wondering, like, well, maybe I should, talk to the teacher. Maybe this, maybe that. But then, I don't know. I heard that like they can't really tell you what it is that they do because it's part of like the privacy policy that they. I don't know. It was probably bullshit. But I was just like, man, like I don't know, like if your kid is sick, right? If your kid is sick, yeah, they're gonna miss out. But at least this is what me and my wife were, debating about when they were sick, when they got sick the second time around. I was like, man, just leave them, just let them stay home. Let them stay home because I know that if they had a classmate and we saw that they were sick, then I would want that kid to be away, get better, and then come back. You know, that way they're not spreading all this shit around. But for whatever reason, I know some people, they go to work and they don't have anywhere to keep their kids. Apparently, that was one of the reasons for all these temper tantrums with the whole quarantine thing. It's like, where the fuck do I leave my kid? I gotta go to work. And so I get it, but if you can leave your kid at school, wouldn't you? I mean, at home, you know, I would just think it'd be a better option, because they're just continuously spreading these fucking germs around, man, and it goes to other households. That's my point of view of it. Of course, I understand if you can't, then whatever. I don't want no fucking I don't want nobody to cancel me and shit or whatever the fuck, you know. It's just interesting to see, and from my understanding, the schools get money from the kids' attendance and stuff, and my daughter does say that there are some kids that do miss school, so it's just interesting to they're constantly sending reminders like there's school today and no, make sure this and make sure that. It's like, man, I don't know. It's just interesting to watch. Everybody's true colors comes out. You know what I mean? And but whatever, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. What else did I want to talk about? Um, Sorry if it sounds like I'm in a rush. We got movie night, and right now, as soon as I'm done, I think we're gonna start. Last night we watched The Pest. If you guys have seen The Pest, you guys are fucking awesome. I would ask you guys to leave a comment, leave a thumbs up or some shit, a fucking middle finger emoji in the comments, but you guys won't do shit. Which I get, whatever. Everybody's shy. But it'd be nice to know if you guys have seen The Pest, man. The Pest is a shit movie, man. I grew up watching that shit. Like I remember it was me, my brother, my sister, right? Um we would see these movies, and growing up, if we really liked them, I would record them, right? Record them. I would record them on a fucking VHS tape. That's right, people, on a fucking VHS tape. So if it was playing like on HBO or something like that, I they would show it, constantly. So if we see a movie like, oh, that movie was cool, like, okay, I would have a tape ready, and then I would go through the guide, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna show it today, later on today, and we could record it, and then we quote unquote have the movie now. And we did that with a few movies, but The Pest was one of those diamond in the rough movies, because it was like we didn't know what that movie was, and I don't even remember seeing it for the first time. I just remember watching it obsessively. Like every single night we would watch that fucking movie. And it took a while to like run it down to the ground. I don't think I ever did run it to the ground, cuz it's just a fun movie, man. It's so silly. My wife says that, that's all me right there. I grew up watching that movie, so I guess it rubbed off a little. But it's we watched it last night, and it was pretty cool to see my kid, my wife, I mean my wife, my daughter had grew up watching that movie too because of me. And but it was cool to see my son, watch it. He had said he had already seen it, but I think he was like young. I don't think he remembered everything because he would just like be staring at the TV. And it was pretty cool, man. We had a good laugh. But yeah, we would watch growing up. We would watch that. We watched. I mean, this is growing up, right? So we watched. But you could tell like the progress, the maturity kicking in, because we would watch Toy Story, the first Toy Story, every night. And it was a thing because like my brother would always get picks, my younger brother, because he was the one that would basically, without talking shit. I mean, it's just the truth. He would throw tantrums, you know. Um, and we'd be like, all right, and so what are we gonna see? Oh, I want to see Toy Story, and I'd be like, okay, whatever, So we'd all agree, and like, okay, can we watch this one? No, I want to watch this one. Like, all right, cool. And yeah, there were some movies where we would watch them, and we'd be like, yeah, no, like let's watch something else. But there were these certain movies where we were kind of like okay with watching them over and over again. So we'd see like Toy Story, like Beauty and the Beast. We would see a lot, and this was all like at the end of the day, like to wind down, getting ready for bed or whatever. So it was like a routine, and then so we'd watch that. Of course, my favorite movie in the whole fucking world, The Lion King. We'd watch that over and over, and I did not have a problem with that. um, and let me see off the top of my head if there's other kid movies that we would see. I don't remember. But anyways, as we got older, we still had the little routine going on. But it was like, I remember seeing Bad Boys. You know, I recorded Bad Boys off the TV, and then we had it on VHS, and we would watch that. Every night, every night, every night. It was just a good fucking movie, man. And we were kids, so we really. It probably was. No, I don't think so. Was Bad Boys hyped up like that? The first one, I know the second one was, but was the first one hyped up like that? I don't think it was. Cause I think we just, like I said, they would just be playing it on the TV, and I would just record it. Um, so there was that one, and like I said, The Pest, and then I think Fast and the Furious 2. No, not Fast and Furious 2. Like also Fast and Furious. I know because it gets a little sketchy. No, you know what the second Fast and Furious was? that's the one with Tyrese. Yeah, that one was pretty cool too. Um, but yeah, we would go through these little routines, and I think in the moment we didn't know it was a routine. We would just do what we wanted. Like, what do you feel like doing? Oh, let's watch another movie. Okay, let's watch a movie. Okay. But looking back, I'm like, dang, man, like, all these movies like just take me back, and yeah, man, it was pretty cool to pass that on. I know my nephews like the pest too, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I showed it to them, but yeah, I remember them spending the night a few times as they were growing up, and here and there we'd pop in the movie, and they're like, yeah, so that was pretty cool. One of the movies that I do wish that my son was more into is the Cat in the Hat, the movie. Man, I really like that movie, and my nephews growing up, they were really into that movie. So we've seen that movie, quite a few number of times and stuff, and I've tried to show it to my son, and he's just not into it. I think it's because the cat freaks him out. I kind of don't blame him, but he watches more scary shit. He's into this FNAF and shit, and those motherfuckers are creepy. I mean, compared to the Cat in the Hat, but I was like, I guess, cause I remember growing up, they tried introducing Cepillín to me, and I was not having that shit, man. I was like, fuck this, get me the fuck out of here, or this motherfucker looks like he wants to eat me. So I kind of have to respect that or whatever. Speaking of that, man, I remember the first time, the only time, the way Cepillín was introduced to me was kind of creepy. I remember going over to my grandma's house, and I don't know if they knew I was gonna go over. We were gonna go over or whatever. But I remember there was like this record player in the corner of the living room, on a table with the chair. I don't know if maybe that's just the way they would listen to shit. Um, but I remember, the cover was like colorful and stuff like that, and that motherfucker was on the. Oh, well, I think he passed away, right? Well, no disrespect, but I'm just saying, he creeped me out. Um, but fuck, I feel bad. Um, but he Roberto, por favor. Sorry. Clown, creepy. Um, so we got there, whatever, and I was like, huh. I remember, and I had to have been, man, maybe like 5. I remember being young, and it's just like flashes. Um, but yeah, so I saw that thing. I walked up to whatever, and I remember like my grandma, I think, or one of my aunts, and they're like, "Oh, look, look!" And I used to listen to this growing up, and this and that. And do you want to hear it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, because they had built it up for me. I remember like, what? So then they put these headphones on, like, well, you can't see them, but like, like studio headphones. Picture that, like the ones that cover all your ear, on a fucking 5-year-old. So then they play the record and shit, and I'm looking at the fucking, because it was a record, an actual fucking vinyl record. So the fucking cover is huge, man. And I remember just like looking at the artwork and stuff like that, and just looking at his face, and I'm like, I think this is creepy. I don't think I like this. And then fucking the music starts, and I was like, what? I just started crying. I'm like, this shit off of me, man. Like, and they're like, pues si nomás ese oh no, no. And I'm like, oh goodness. And but yeah, I guess I don't want to say I was scarred, but every time I would see him on TV and shit, I'd be like, "Fuck that motherfucker," in my little baby voice and shit. Fuck that. And yeah, I don't really have a phobia of clowns or anything like that. I just don't prefer them. Um, but yeah, it was just creepy. Um, but yeah, how the fuck did I start talking about clowns? I don't know. Um, what else did I want to tell you guys? Um, like I know I keep on reiterating this, here and there on from time to time and stuff, and but I just want to make it a point to like I think everybody is going through something, whether it be big or small to other people. I think when we go through something, it's a big fucking deal. So, I don't think everybody should be able to understand how you're feeling, but just to let you know, just like, whatever it is, I know it's gonna sound cliche or whatever, but just keep going, man. Stay focused on whatever it is um you have planned to do too, um I'm a big cheerleader for anybody that is chasing something, obviously like myself with the whole music thing, but even with other shit, like this podcast thing, I know it's all over the place and shit, but hey, you know what you were getting into when you press play. um but even that, from that, like, to the merch, um learning a new skill, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I just want to use myself as an example to motivate you guys, not to like look up to me or anything like that, but be like, he's an idiot. If he did it, anybody can do it, and I will be there to agree with you. Like, for real, man. Like, I say it all the time. Like, I did not I was not intrigued. I had no interest in recording, that whole, engineering part of it, for the music thing. I just did it out of necessity. I just started looking into it because I was like, I need this. I need this, and I can't afford it, and I don't know anybody, and fuck it, Same thing with the beats, I used to do beats. Now I don't, because I don't have the mental capacity or the mental space to do that. You know what I mean? But I know I respect that art form because I know what it takes. It takes, it's just another part of the brain, and you know, um, I can only do so much. I can only go so far. But I'm like I said, I'm a big cheerleader for, like, if you want to do it yourself, fucking do it, man. Try it out. There is other ways, and um, it frustrates me because specifically talking about music, right? Because that's what I have my hands in. I can't talk about anything that I'm not dealing with. I'm not hands on in it and shit. I can't talk about photography because I don't take pictures like that. I can't talk about, fucking, I don't know, certain shit. But this, I do have a history with this shit. Like, sin querer. It was, like I said, it was just out of necessity. And it's just trying to figure it out. Like, this is how bad I want it, man. And I think if you could figure out a way of figuring something out, like, just try to bring something to the table. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes me and Accurate's relationship, that much special, is because, he was telling me last time that, sorry, Accurate. Well, you're probably like the only one listening to me right now, so like, it really matters. But like, he was saying last time, like, he would wish for shit like this to happen. He would wish to, like, uh bump into someone like me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, not like it's whack or anything, but I was just like, that's crazy that, like, you know there's someone out there, not me specifically, just like people out there, like, man, I wish I knew someone, or I wish I could, like, run into someone that, is also wants this really bad, that way we can have that similarity, and that same goal. And because doing it by yourself is cool or whatever, but I think the more the merrier. You know what I mean? That's what I've learned. That's why I have a certain technique. I have a certain, I have a team, you know, and I run everything by them first before I release anything at all. Before you guys hear it, they've already heard it. They've already turned it down. I've already redone it. I've already rewritten. I've already, it's already gone through this process. So when you guys end up hearing it, it's, I take pride in that shit, because I make it a point, like, what, I want to put my best, at the time, my best work out there. You know what I mean? Because I really care about this shit. And so just to run into someone else, and them also having the, similar goals and shit, is just really cool. It's just really cool to you know to see and to have, and it makes me not take it for granted, because it it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this, and he said it before, and I should have him on again, man, so we could talk some more, so you guys can hear us, cause we talk all the fucking time, and shit. But he has more experience with other artists than I do. You know what I mean? But I really want this. I really want this to work out, and it will. I know it will. It's just sometimes it's like I said, it's just life. Life gets in the way, and you kind of get discouraged a little, and But I know in the long run, it's like, nah, man, we gotta keep this shit going. We have to keep this shit going. So if you're feeling the same way, just make sure you stay focused. Write out your plan. What is your plan? Don't make it so vague. What do you want to do? You know, and reach out to someone. Who knows? You never know. You never know. And you never, man, you never know. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. Those are words from my big brother that will never leave my brain. You know, because I have applied that to so many things in life. You it's okay to ask questions. You know, go ahead, ask. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Okay, then you're at the same spot you were before you asked, and just try to figure that shit out. And it makes your world so much easier, man. It gives you so much joy. Like, most of these things here, especially with this music shit, I just like, well, fuck it. Let me see. Let me try. Let me ask. Worst thing that can happen is no. And then, but if they say yes, oh man, the fucking possibilities, man. Like, I'm telling you, man, I know nobody, well, you guys should fucking care, because what me and Accurate have going on, man, we bounce off some ideas where it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, yes, I'm gonna toot our own horn. Like, we are destined for greatness, man. And if we just keep on, having each other's backs, oh boy, you guys are in for it. And you guys will benefit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're listening right now, right, and you're thinking about doing music, reach out to me, and I can tell you exactly what to get started, but at a beginner's level. I'm talking about if you're on a strict budget. And I've been thinking about doing something to like reach out and help people, but I don't think I'm at that level yet, because um I don't think nobody's really listening like that. I think I need to get some, how do I say it? I don't want to say get some wins under my belt, but maybe garner some more attention before I can put myself out there to like, hey guys, you guys can do it too. You know what I mean? Because I could do it right now, but if it's not really gonna help anybody, then what's the point? You know what I mean? It's kind of different from this podcast. This podcast is more like me just shooting the shit with you guys, But because I really want to help people, you know, I really want, like, I think we hold ourselves back. And I'm just here basically to be like, no, motherfucker, like, go. Like, you can do this shit. Like, it's not that. And I am the proof. You hearing this right now is the proof. This was just a fucking idea that's like, maybe I'll try it out. Whatever the fuck. I already record. And now look at me. I have my own fucking podcast. I know. The whole fucking world does. I know. But it's besides the point. I'm not saying I'm the shit or anything like that. I'm just saying, if I can do it, you can do it. There should be nothing at all that should be holding you back if this is what you really want to do. And you don't have to fucking go broke. Yes, you're going to need some equipment. Yes, you're going to need some type of knowledge. But trust me, if I could do it, you can do it. And I just want to see people win, man. I really do. I get a kick out of it. It brings me joy, and if I can, guide you or help you, or just send you a link or anything like that, then but it's a, how do you say it, it's a win-win. You know what I mean? I don't want to hold all this stuff that I've learned for myself. Like, I think everybody should be able to learn this, and maybe it'll help you, find out, like, nah, I thought I wanted to do this, but maybe I don't. But what about you? You, the one that really, really wants it, and you're seeing these fucking ads pop up on your phone or on TV. No, there's not really studio ads on TV, but you know what I mean. You're seeing these ads or billboards or whatever about, hey, come check out our studio. A free you can get a free tour of our studio. Fucking ridiculous, dude. For the beginning artist, come on, man. Like these fucking studios are expensive. Like I'm talking like professional ones. These shits are fucking expensive as shit. Why the hell would they be, trying to get your attention? You know what I mean? And I, there is probably an answer for that. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking into making music, starting or whatever, you should have your own setup at home to practice your craft. And I think that these big time studios are just putting themselves out there, knowing that there's not a lot of big time artists in the city. There is artists, but none of them big time. Like we don't have a fucking. It's not like Atlanta here, or L.A. or some shit to where you have big time artists. Like, oh man, where can I get a studio? Oh yeah, let's go over here. There's none of that here. A lot of us are just, either going to studios, yes, but not like big time studios, or we have our shit at home. You know, so I just want to let you know that if you're wondering or whatever the hell, if you really want this shit, it doesn't take much. It does not take much. All you need is a laptop, some software that's free that I could fucking send you the fucking link to, an interface, a mic, a fucking mic cord, and that's pretty much it to get you started. And then, after that, just find some beats, or get a drum machine or, whatever. It just depends on how bad you want it. But I'm talking about, I guess I'm talking like to the old me, you know? Because a lot of it was like, nah, nah, nah. And I just kept on looking and looking and looking. And it just so happens that at this point in time, everything that I was looking for is now available, to where before it wasn't an option. And I guess that's why, I guess I'm kind of like in a very, very smaller scale. I'm kind of like, whoever discovered gold or whoever discovered, fuck, I don't know, you name it, some drug or some shit like that. Like whoever discovered that was like, oh shit, hey everybody, come look. And it's just like, spreading the word and hey, here, have some, have some, have some. That's basically what I want to do. But I'm talking like to those artists that really, really care. Like you can fucking do it, man. You can do it. There should be no reason. Uh, how do I say it? Yeah, there should be no reason for you not doing whatever it is you want to do. You know. But again, it's work. It's work. It's hard work. But it's also supposed to be fun. So like I said, I'm rooting for you. Whatever it is you're going through, I'm rooting for you, and you'll get past this too. And for what it's worth, I know my little grain of salt or dirt. If it counts, you can always reach out, ask for some advice, and I'll give it to you, man. If I have it, I'll give it to you. I am not talking about equipment. I'm talking about advice. Porque ahorita vienen y you said no, motherfucker. But anyway, I'm trying to get this mixtape ready for you guys, just to hold you guys off because um we're gonna be working on therapy album soon. I'm gonna start that soon, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. Honestly, this is gonna be a different process. Um, you know, me and Accurate linked up now, so the first time around, I got my beats online, so it was more like it was a different process. It was just different. So now it's kind of like, huh. And like I've said before, like I want to make sure I enjoy the process of creating this. You know what I mean? And but I also felt like, you know what? Yes, you guys have the therapy album, and yes, you guys have the energy album, and yes, you guys have a few features um, from me, or however you say that, features of me, whatever the fuck, you know. But also I kind of would like to, just give you guys an extra little treat, an extra little thank you for those that are on the lookout for my shit, and concoct this mixtape here. And it's a mixtape in I guess, no, I'm not gonna ruin it. You guys just have to check it out. But it's a mixtape, and it's fun. I'm having fucking fun. So yeah, hopefully that'll hold you guys off. And you guys enjoy it. And I'll give you more details. I was gonna say why I started this, but I think I'll hold on to that information uh, for another time because yeah, I'll end up telling you guys. But yeah, basically I'm working on this, for me, of course, because I like to do this. I really do like to do this shit, and like I said, I'm having fun. But also for you guys, whoever you are that is on the lookout for my shit. We gave you the therapy album, we gave you the energy album. Like I said, I have features out there if you want to look them up. If you don't know what they are, where they're at, hit me up, and I will send you on the right direction and shit. Cause I take pride on those features too. I don't just mail them in or anything like that. And I think once you hear them, you'll agree. uh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna toot my own horn. They're fun, man. I like to listen to them. I like to listen to them. And but yeah, this mixtape is coming soon. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna call it therapy sessions. Uh, and I'm still thinking about a cover. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I know I reached out to you fuckers and asked you guys to ask me questions. That way I can involve you guys in the mixtape. But you shy guys and gals don't want to participate. So, alright, I see how it is. But nah, you guys actually did. I did get a few votes on the whole how I should put it out there. Since it's gonna be a mixtape, I'm not gonna be able to put it on, or I don't think I can. I don't know. My two options that I am giving myself are putting it on YouTube or putting it on SoundCloud. I do not have a SoundCloud, which means I have to create one. I hope it's not complicated. I hope I don't have to go through a lot of mumbo jumbo. But I do want to thank you guys for, I did get, quite a few, um, what is it, votes, feedback, whatever it is, on what I should do. So mostly everybody said YouTube. I did have a few saying SoundCloud. So I said, fuck it, I'll just go ahead and I'll probably just end up putting them on both, just make it easier access for you guys. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on how that's going, but I am having a ton of fun. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna work on this shit a little bit more right now. So I'll see you motherfuckers later. And I will drop this shit whenever the fuck I want to. All right, later.